Thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. Holla, Claudina9 here. Today we're spilling the tea on everything we know so far about Monster High's bone-chilling comeback. Did Mattel just drop hints we're getting an LGBTQ+ character? Are the new collector dolls for this year going to be like the originals or reboot? Plus, the shady thing Mattel just did that could ruin Monster High's comeback. We'll discuss all this and more later in today's video. But first, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, turn on notifications, and subscribe so you never miss the tea on the toys you love. Now, let's dive in. Just in case you didn't already know, Monster High is making its undead return later this fall. We have all the info you need to know, from price points to release dates. But to catch you up to speed, last year Mattel filed trademarks for older Monster High names, which was speculated could either be for trademark refresh purposes and means nothing, or could be hints of what they plan on re-releasing. Most of these are trademarked around November 24th, which is just a little bit after Monster High released the Skeletor, Pennywise, and Grady Twins dolls last year. This may seem like boring, unnecessary facts, right? But trademarks actually play a big role in a doll's release. The legal team that works on trademarks gets to decide if a name is approved or not, and Monster High's legal team played a big part in writing the diaries for the Monster High characters and coming up with funny puns like clawsome, fantastic, and voltageous. There's some drama to be said about Mattel's legal team, and you won't believe how it can majorly impact the franchise's return. We'll talk about that later. Here's everything Monster High related they've trademarked so far. Laguna Blue, Frankie Stein, Cleo Denial, Deuce Gorgon, Claudine Wolf, Gigi Grant, Jane Boolittle, Count Fabulous, We Are Monster High, and Ghouls Night Out. It's important to note there's many times Mattel trademarks something but never even uses it. So it's possible trademarks like Gigi Grant, Count Fabulous, and Ghouls Night Out will never even be used. Only time will tell. What characters do you hope they bring back for next year's comeback? Let me know below. I'm hoping they bring back Twyla, but I'd also like to see Nephra and Caddy Noir. Following these trademarks, Monster High started up their Instagram again on February 23rd, beginning by mass deleting posts and sharing cryptic images of the Monster High logo. And 3 days later, they shared Share Your Monster High Love, a social media activation in which the Monster High page will repost fan artwork, cosplays, and doll photography. I'm still waiting for Monster High to follow me on Instagram. Please? I do Monster High cosplays every other week. Who said that? Anyways, this continued on when the Instagram page shared a grid post, When the Fan Love is Giving You Life. The full photo reveals First Wave Frankie Stein's hand creeping out of a coffin. This could indicate Monster High's return will feature the ghouls in their original outfits. Fans went wild. Many were quick to point out this is First Wave Frankie's hand. It wasn't just Frankie making her debut, though. On the Monster High Twitter, a photo of First Wave Draculaura's hand was posted, with users chiming in. This user says, Cleo better be in the reboot. There's many fans gushing over a simple hand. Just imagine the craze when the actual dolls leak. But it's not all love and roses. This user tweeted, the brand wouldn't have needed to be revived in the first place if Mattel hadn't decided to take away everything that made Monster High wonderful. If it's the same baby-faced milquetoast ridiculousness as the reboot, count me out. Ouch. On the Facebook page, they shared a photo of Claudine. Fans responded with photos of their Colossum Monster High collections in the comments. It's interesting that each platform has a different form of response, don't you think? Also worth mentioning, Claudine's hand in this photo has the human hands variant instead of claws. For context, the first Claudine Wolf doll had human hands. This was later changed to be claw hands in later releases. Additionally, in this photo shared during the Mattel Analyst meeting, Claudine is seen wearing the prototype headband wolf ears. As some of you know, Claudine was originally going to have detachable werewolf ears on a headband, so she could transform from werewolf to human. Do you think they're going to re-release Claudine with a headband this time around, and that's why Claudine also has human hands? How would you feel if Claudine's ears are no longer attached to her head? It'll be interesting to see what they decide to do. The caption for the photo reads, Monster High 22. Stay tuned for the Skulltimate reveal. Keep your eyes peeled for sneak peek content, surprise drops, and lots of ghouly fun along the way. This means we can expect new leaks leading up to the reveal. Monster High has always been great at keeping fans on edge and having fun ways of revealing new collections, so it's safe to say we can be expecting major news soon. On Monster High's Instagram page, they shared information on what we can expect from the comeback. In this slide, it says, "Will my fave characters be in the new animated series?" The answer reads, "The animated series will feature Claudine, Draculaura, and Frankie Stein, with more friends to be announced. Stay tuned for more spooky surprises." Some fans are concerned this means Laguna, Ghoulia, and Cleo won't be making a comeback. I really hope this isn't the case and that we can expect to see the full student disembodied to make a return. They asked, which of these beasties is your fave? Naturally, I voted for Claudine, but if you look at each name, they all have personalized signatures that rep their characters. The W in Claudine is like claw marks, there's fangs in the U for Draculaura, and bolts on the F and N for Frankie. Interestingly, they used Frankie's full name, Frankie Stein, but not Claudine Wolf for Claudine. The next slide reads, "We love the unique diversity of Monster High. Will this be a part of the new show?" The answer reads, "Monster High's strong message of inclusivity is more relevant now than ever. We've seen the impact that Monster High has had on our fans. The new show is intended to bring that same love to a new generation of ghouls. The animated series will continue to address the important themes of identity and empowerment that have always resonated." Next, it says, "When can we see more?" They responded, "We're in the early stages of planning, but looking forward to sharing never-before-seen stuff with you all. Keep an eye out for creepy cool surprises." And that wrapped up what they shared. This leads me to the next leak, the Mattel Analyst meeting. On February 24th, Mattel held its virtual Analyst Day for investors. They discussed their plans for the upcoming year, including the various reboots they have in the making, from the live-action Barbie movie to Barney, and of course, Monster High's return. During the presentation, Lisa McKnight, SVP of Barbie and Global Head of Dolls, announced that one of the best-selling fashion dolls, Monster High, is making a comeback. Thank you so much to @the.barbie.confessions for sharing this video with me. I'll go ahead and play the clip for you to see for yourself.
Monster High, and it's going to be bigger than before. With its inclusive messaging of belonging, Monster High is more timely and more relevant than ever. We're targeting a whole new generation of kids, plus building on the existing fan base who grew up with Monster High. We teased a comeback late last year with a high-end, highly curated collection for Mattel Creations that sold out in just 2 minutes. This year, you'll see even more amazing horror dolls, including high-end replicas of the original Monster High dolls dialed way up for collectors. Then the brand kicks into high gear with new content and fashion dolls for every fan in 2022. And as part of the Monster High reboot, we're working with Nickelodeon to produce an animated series and live-action movie.
We're also producing a Monster High animated series and live-action television movie with Nickelodeon.
But will Monster High finally be getting a canonically queer character? Back in 2020, Monster High's creator, Garrett Sander, confirmed that character Valentine was going to come out in his SDCC diary. But Mattel said it wasn't the right time. There's some hints that might allude this could change in the reboot. In addition to the statements made in the Mattel Analyst meeting, articles published about the upcoming live-action movie and animated series to debut on Nickelodeon, the articles emphasize that Monster High's message of diversity and inclusivity is more relevant than ever, and that Mattel is going to accurately reflect the new generation of fans. The official statement reads, "Monster High's strong message of inclusivity is more relevant than ever. Nickelodeon shares our passion for the brand and its purpose, having worked on the franchise when it first launched more than a decade ago. They are the ideal partners to bring these beloved characters and their stories to life through episodic television and the live-action television movie." Pay close attention to the verbiage in this next quote. "This property has always resonated deeply with fans, and our reimagination of the franchise will focus on addressing important themes of identity and empowerment for kids today." The words "themes of identity" may imply they could finally feature the franchise's first openly queer character. I did a video discussing more characters Garrett said could fall under the LGBTQ+ umbrella, like Nathan Rott, Calamari, and Heath Burns, which you can check out in the link below. Will 2022 be the right time for Mattel to be a franchise that represents the LGBTQIA+ community? They did share #LoveWins years ago, and if it's in line with any doll line's message to do it, Monster High would be the brand. What do you think? But wait, there's more. During a separate analyst meeting, a short sizzle of Monster High's animated series was teased. Thank you to @theplasticfilter for sharing this clip with me. This style of graphic could be a preview of the style we can expect to see from the upcoming animated series, so don't take it lightly. Now let's discuss the drama. Any fan of dolls knows these companies can be shady. You may be shocked shocked Mattel made this tricky decision. As some of you may know, Garrett Sander left Mattel to work for Moose Toys, which is located in Australia. Well, fans pointed out that Garrett has now moved back to Los Angeles, where Mattel's headquarters is located. Additionally, Garrett shared more unreleased Monster High dolls on his Instagram, such as the Sea Mares from the Great Scarier Reef collection, which never got released, and the Frady Hawkins 5-pack, which included Headmistress Bloodgood with long hair, a chunky necklace, and super cool horse heels. You could say she's wearing a horseshoe. Get it? 'Cause never mind. Then Scara Screams and Invisibility, who were meant to be mod hipsters. The premise of this 5-pack was that the dates merged and swapped styles. This was the final product. But my fave is this Abby Abominable in a flame dress with fire-inspired accents and Heath in an ice blue flame pattern who was going to have blue hair. That would have been so cool, 'cause snow? Okay, I'll stop with the puns. Alas, this 5-pack was never released and was instead changed to be Mall Monsteristas. While many fans speculate Garrett is going back to Mattel, he confirmed on his Instagram that he is not, in fact, going to be working at Mattel, and neither is a lot of the team that originally worked on Monster High. Team members who have worked on Monster High since the very beginning, all the way back in 2008, were fired from Mattel just shortly before Monster High decided to come back this year. Yep, you heard me right. Mattel literally just fired more employees that worked on the original Monster High, and this was only a few months ago. It doesn't seem to make sense, but remember how I mentioned trademarks play a big role in how dolls are produced? Well, Eric Hardy, who worked on the copyright team for Monster High, played a big role in the puns, stories, and names for the characters we know and love. In a post about Monster High's comeback by Richard Dixon, president and chief operating officer at Mattel, Eric Hardy commented, "It's missing something, but I can't think of what it might be. Dang it, I'm sure it'll come to me." Lucy Schultz responded, "You? ? And Eric responded with monkey emojis. Eric shared on his LinkedIn, "After almost a combined 18 years as a copywriter at Mattel, I was given my walking papers yesterday. It's certainly not how I would have chosen to go out, but I know that I have left a legacy of good work and did my best to treat people the way I myself wanted to be treated. I am so grateful for the opportunity I had to work with the most talented artists, toy designers, and engineers in the business. I will miss the work, but it is the loss of interaction with my coworkers that truly makes this bittersweet." When you watch clips of Eric at Comic-Con, you can tell he genuinely loved working on Monster High's franchise. Along with Eric, Mattel fired other members of the copyright team, and this could shift the way Monster High is branded for the future. The only member that worked on Monster High since the beginning that I know of is Rebecca Shipman, aka Rebecula13 on Instagram. There may be more employees who just may not be as public, but I have faith that Rebecca can lead the franchise in a way that's nuanced for a new generation of fans, yet maintaining the integrity of the franchise we know and love. Rebecca designed some of the fandom's most coveted dolls, like Sweet Screams, Nephra Denial, and Haunted. Not to mention, she created the iconic Pennywise and the Grady Twins dolls, which sold out instantly last year. I've always hoped they'd make the Shadow Ghouls from 13 Wishes, or maybe they could release dolls that were scrapped as part of this comeback. What do you hope to see for the comeback? Are there characters you really want dolls of again, or want to see in the TV show? Comment below. As a Monster High super fan, thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. I've used Squarespace to make the Skulltimate Monster High fan site because Squarespace is the perfect online platform to create a website around your passions. Whether it's a blog or a shop, Squarespace's easy-to-use website builder makes creating a breeze. You can create members-only content, manage your members, and check audience insights. Go to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/Claudina9 for 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. If you enjoyed today's video, you'll love all my other videos discussing Monster High. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, turn on notifications, and subscribe so you never miss the tea on the toys you love. Thanks for watching. See ya!